Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the semifinal round here at the Moore High School for the John Nobles Invitational. This final matchup features the Millwood Falcons and the Norman North Timberwolves as the winner goes on into the championship round tomorrow night at 8:30. Looking for a high-energy game tonight. Dwayne Doolittle here along with Gary Woods on the broadcast. It's going to break down some things as we see coming forward for the Falcons and what we're going to look for as we go into the game. Welcome to the broadcast, Gary.
Hey, thank you for having me, Coach Doolittle. I'm excited to see this matchup tonight in particular. We know right away that, the Falcons, they are a little short in terms of their roster tonight. They're not suiting up the normal number of players. I think they only have 12 tonight. Normally would carry 15 to 16. However, as I look across the court at Norman North,
looks like they brought everybody.
They got about 25 over there. So
yeah, they won't play all of them.
Yeah, they won't play all of them, but they do have depth. And
right.
So this is one of those tournaments, one of those situations where, it's going to take a lot of excellent play by the players, but also even more masterful player management by the Falcon coaching staff. And so I'm excited to see what Coach Jeffries does in terms of managing the team as well as the individual players tonight.
Absolutely. As I look at this from the athleticism standpoint, and I had an opportunity yesterday to officiate the Norman North team, and I've seen them several times. I think Millwood will match up well athletically with Norman North. Kellen Moore deploys more of a set style offense as he's looking to get into a set almost every play, and not a lot of freelancing there. And I see here, Millwood has the ability to create off the dribble and get their own looks. The Norman North Timberwolves rely mainly on the coach getting them into something. Of course, if they don't have that break, that look to exploit those advantages, 2-on-3s and 3-on-4s, however that works as it goes forward. But both teams did win on yesterday. Millwood defeated Moore High, the hosts of this game, and Norman North defeated Lawton, who today beat the Moore team in the losers bracket.
Okay.
So Moore High men are relegated to the 7th place game in the morning, and hadn't fared very well for them as they had a 20-point lead at one point in the contest. Really? And end up losing the game in overtime. So Coach Harden is not very happy about this, rolling out the red carpet for everyone, and he doesn't get to play in the championship game tomorrow night. This is for all the marbles. This is to have the opportunity to play. And when Coach Jeffrey signed up for this, you want to give your team a chance to look at the finals and have the last game, to play in the last game of the tournament, to say, we can look back at that and what we did with our accomplishments. 20 years from now, these guys will look back and say, we went to the John Nobles tournament and we're able to win that. We're looking forward to this game tonight. Earlier today, the women played and were not successful, so they will play in the morning in the 7th place game at 10 a.m. We'll have that coverage right here on the Millwood YouTube page, and we'll be on that call first thing in the morning. Be a long day. So tomorrow we'll look for the 10 a.m. time slot for the women, and the men will either play at 5:30 or 8:30, depending upon how this game turns out.
Well, we're hoping that they're going to play at 8:30.
We're going to put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, we're going to put that in the atmosphere.
So the women will play in the very first game, and the men are going to play in the last game.
That's
unless
right.
we tell you differently going forward from this tonight.
So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about why is this tournament so important to the Falcons, and what is this tournament designed to do? And I'll kind of start us off. For, I guess, the last several years that Coach Jeffries has been leading this Falcons basketball team, and also, too, since Coach Davis taken over for the Lady Falcons, this tournament actually represents an opportunity for both programs to see a lot of action against large school programs. Typically, Millwood is one of the smallest schools in the program. And out of this is where we tend to see the largest growth out of our basketball programs, both boys and girls. Playing these games repeatedly, getting acclimated to the style of play, and also learning how to play, the city ball, where there's a lot of up and down, fast breaking, that sort of thing. A lot of half-court set, a lot of strategy, a lot of execution of the fundamentals.
And that's what Norman North brings into this thing tonight. Coach Kellen McCoy, a longtime coach here in the metropolitan area, grad assistant at OU. So he has that fundamental style under Lon Kruger. He deploys that style, and you'll see a lot of that going forward on the other side of the bracket as well. And I've seen historically how Millwood comes and competes, not too far removed from playing in the championship on the men's side of this thing, and that propels them into the district play, getting going forward, as this is the last tournament week before state tournaments and district play starts. So that definitely is a tune-up to get into that realm. As Coach Jeffries gets his team prepared for that. Starting lineup tonight for the Norman North Timberwolves: number 0, Ben Moser; number 1, Noah Jones; number 3, Nate Lancaster; number 10, Owen Eshelman; and number 21, Carter Carbonell, rounds out the top 5 for Coach Kellen McCoy. Starting tonight for the Millwood Falcons and Coach Jeffries: number 1, William Mays; number 11, Chance Davis; number 20, Jaden Nickens; and number 23, Dominic White. Help me with that pronunciation.
Hey, you know what? I'm not. And then Carlos Strong.
And Carlos Strong, number 35. Round out the starting 5 for the Millwood Falcons. As we look here, this is for all the marbles before one fall of remaining TV time. The analysis we used this morning.
That's right, that old Mid-South.
Yes, sir. You always knew that the Kamala, the Ugandan Warrior, was going to come up, and that match was never going to end with a win or a loss.
Right.
Officials tonight are certified by the Oklahoma Secondary Activities Association: Brian Music, referee Scott Poteet, and David Harmon. The irony, or what's not known about most of this officiating crew, is that David Harmon is hearing impaired. He's deaf.
Oh, wow.
And so he's not one that's going to get called what he hears. He's simply going to call what he sees. Tip controlled by the Norman North Timberwolves, and the Falcons are deploying a zone look. Looks like a 3-2 zone here, and stretching the ball across the outside the three-point line near the 28-foot line as Coach Kellen McCoy hollers out instructions to his team to get into a different set and to a zone look offense. Again, start filling things out, kind of like a heavyweight fight here. Jab punches being thrown just to see what's going to happen, and the movement of the defense. As the Falcons still are there, there's an open look for number 21, a long three-point shot.
That was a long three-point shot.
A long rainbow for Carter Carbonell.
Right away, Norman North they're coming out showing a lot of patience, working the ball around, trying to catch the defense of the Falcons out of position. Defensively, they opened it up
in a man defense.
Jaden Nickens.
If they're going to stay in that man, Jaden's going to be the one to get him out of it, because he can definitely handle that. 3-2, the early lead for the Norman North Timberwolves, who come back patiently again across the division line and look to exploit the defense by moving the ball. And that's how you move it. Move the zone defense with the pass.
You move it with the pass, rotate that ball fast enough to where you're out in front of the defense, and it leaves you either a drive lane or an open look.
Yeah, short corner action there. Reverse layup by number 0, Ben Moser for the Timberwolves.
Nice baseline drive. Reverse layup under the rim. Well executed.
Short corner offense there. Again, the Norman North in a man-to-man defense. Falcons patiently looking. Mays calls up the screen by Carlos Strong. Chance Davis drives and kicks across court for the open 3 look. Doesn't fall. For which Dominic Which, and if his parents are listening, certainly we apologize for the butchering of his name, if we are.
Yeah, no, that was actually a pretty interesting possession for the Falcons. Chance Davis had the ball on baseline, drove left. I thought he was going to pull up and take the mid-range jumper. Instead, he drove under and executed a skip pass for a 3-ball. Again, that's where me as an old ball coach, I'd rather see that 5 to 7 foot jump shot than for us to try to give it up for a 3-point shot when we don't shoot the ball at the 3-point range very well.
Another 3-point basket made by the Timberwolves, Carter Carbonell. He's 2 for 2 for 3 there. Foul called earlier in that possession. The first team foul against the Falcons goes against William Mays.
Turnover by Jaden Nickens. Good defensive play by the Timberwolves. Looks like the defense is a little bit out of position.
50-50 balls are going Norman North's way at this point.
Yep.
Someone now running at that three-point shooter as they move the ball well and execute.
Yes, they are.
Driving dish to the back to the corner to the open man. They finally miss one. Hill ball called by Scott Petit. Possession arrow favors the Falcons.
Was that a jump ball or was that a foul?
Jump ball.
Okay.
Checking in for the Falcons, number 12, Zaire Fisher.
Zaire Fisher into the game for the Falcons. Zaire caught fire earlier, yesterday, knocked down several 3 points. Another look for, open shot look for Coach Jeffries here as
the low post is wide open.
Carlos Strong positioning, telling him
that ball needs to go right into the low post, right?
Dribble down, face up, moving the ball there.
Good shot, good look by William Mays.
William Mays knocks down the three. A good three-point look. 11-5 is our score here.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at the. Oh no, it's actually 8-5.
8-5.
Right.
There we go. We got it right here.
Yeah,
I had it right in my book.
They were putting the score on the wrong side.
Hope that's not a forecast of things to come here. Jaden Nickens out in defense, out early, tips the ball away. Norman North regains it, looking to drive in as this is a heady bunch.
Good rebound by William Mays.
Chance Davis into the open court, stops and pops a three wide open.
Left it short.
Leaves it a little short there. Rebound to the.
See that's what I mean right there. You know, Coach, 2-on-1 fast break or 2-on-2 fast break. Pull up to take the three when you really should be looking to get into the paint. Maybe draw some contact, get to the free throw line if you don't make the layup.
I used to tell my son all the time, when he took open shots like that, three-point shots like that, you know, that shot was open when you got off the bus.
Right.
And that's always going to be open. And let that be his best
Good
option.
save by Chance Davis.
Chance Davis coming up athletically. Mickens looking to go. Carlos Strong runs the floor. Ball tipped away by the Timberwolves. It'll be Falcon ball under the goal. 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. A high-spirited game here.
Yeah.
8-5 is the score. As we anticipated, this would be a up-and-down pace game here.
You know, and then also, too, contrasting styles.
Absolutely.
Good move.
Nice backdoor cut. Zaire
Nicely
Fisher finds Chance Davis for two as the Falcons score again. 8-7 is the score now as the Falcons are starting to settle in here in the early going of this first quarter.
Falcons switch to a man-to-man defense.
They've been in a man here. No, you're right. They were in a zone.
They were in a 3-2 zone earlier.
Good backside help there by Carlos Strong as the Norman North Timberwolves continue to move the ball. Out battle for the rebound there as Mays came up a little short. A left-handed scoop layup by the guard here, number 3, Nate Lancaster for the Timberwolves. 10-7 is our score here in favor of the Timberwolves. Mays looks to get something going here. Takes the 17-footer, no good. Mickens goes and steals the ball.
Nice steal and an and one.
Gets the ball to go on a heady defensive play by Jaden Mickens.
Very much so a heady defensive play. I mean, he covered a lot of ground real quick.
Absolutely. That foul call on number 3, Nate Lancaster, his first personal foul, first team foul for the Timberwolves, as the officiating crew is letting these guys play, whatever that means. Nickens at the line for a free throw. Shots up and no good, bounce around.
Yeah, we kind of hurried that one a little bit.
Didn't stay in the pocket. He gave up on it too soon.
Yeah, he faded off the line.
Yeah, trust the shot, trust the process. Nickens gambles out near the top of the key, almost made him pay for it. He was able to recover.
That's his style. I mean, you know, he will swipe out a ball and he will go for a slow pass in a heartbeat. That's his thing.
3-point shot again. Number 0, Ben Moser.
I tell you, Ben Moser, this is his second 3-ball. I mean, he's a good ball player. I mean, he can shoot it. You can't leave those guys sitting out there getting good looks. At least not now while they still have legs.
Exactly. Hopefully those will fade as we get deeper into this contest.
Right.
Davis to Mays. Mays surveys the defense. Looks for Fisher out near the top of the key. Gives tells him to go away. He's going to take this, loses the ball screen, pop, fakes off to the side. Mays takes the shot, no good. Davis strong.
Oh,
goes out to save it. Lancaster saves the ball into the open court.
Rebounds Nickens.
Nickens out and running, looking at Chance Davis. Can't hold the pass, can't corral the pass. Ball goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Davis. 54.3 seconds remaining in this fast-paced first quarter of action. Norman North Timberwolves lead now 12-9 as they look to take some more time off the clock here in the first quarter, possibly playing for the last shot of the quarter. Norman North content to hold the ball. Zaire Fisher comes out and pressures the ball a little bit here near the top as the Timberwolves have deployed a slowdown offense back again out to the near top as they look to attack.
One shot here.
The attack lane wasn't available and they dished it back out. So we're under 10 as the bench starts counting it down. I think they're looking to get into their action here. Settle for a long three-point shot that's no good. They attack the boards. Another shot up, no good. And that's how the first quarter will end, with the Timberwolves leading 12-9 over the Millwood Falcons. So, Gary, kind of what we expected?
Yeah, exactly what we expected. I did not, however, expect that that Norman North would be shooting the ball that well from the outside. I mean, I didn't get that in the scouting report. And then also, too, I really thought that Millwood was going to do more in trying to get the ball into the low post of Carlos Strong. I mean, there were several times, Coach, where he was in the low post, and, you know, the guards just didn't look down there at all at him. And he really wasn't working the post up hard either. And so that's something that they probably need to be a little bit intentional about. Millwood has to recognize that when it comes to shooting from the field, we're not a high percentage, team from the three-point line. We're just not. We've never really been. Now, can we get hot and make those? Yeah, we can, but over the season's average, that's not our strength. Our strength is getting into the paint. Our strength is getting to the free throw line and playing good defense, forcing turnovers. That's what we need to do, and we need to rebound better as well.
We'll see how we can make that happen here as we get ready for the second quarter of action. A fast-paced game here, I might add, as 8 minutes are in the book and 21 points between the two teams.
As well as the possessions are taking a lot longer. I mean, I wish we had a time of possession between, Norman North and Millwood. I promise you they're holding the ball a lot longer than we are.
Norman North is being more deliberate, looking, as I said earlier, they're looking to get into the half-court set. As the whistle here, foul on Mays.
Right.
His second personal foul, second team foul, as the officiating crew is determined to let them play here, as there have only been 3 fouls called, 2 of those against Mays. That could hinder him as we go forward in the game. Coach Jeffrey's not so much concerned about it. And
come on, I don't see how we did that. They had a double team, and then the ball got passed out. Both players went to press the ball, leaving an open Norman North player under the rim.
Fouls on Zaire Fisher, his first personal foul, third team foul, a shooting foul. Number 12, Maddox Hamilton will be at the line for 2 free throws for the Timberwolves. First shot is up and good.
And so this style of play, Doolittle, is exactly what you're going to get when you start talking about area and regionals and things of that nature. You're going to see long possessions, and you're going to see the ball being moved around with some really decent or really good outside shooting. It's about possessions. It's about possessions.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion here in the state and throughout the nation for shot clocks in high school basketball as Chance Davis knocks down a college-range 3 to cut the low deficit to 1.
You're right. I mean, in fact, that came before the OSSAA, and it was voted down, despite high levels of interest from the constituents.
Yeah, I get asked about that a lot as I conduct state rules meetings, and my spin on it is, who are you going to get to staff it, and that's one more thing that the officials have to worry about. And you're already saying that we're not doing a very good job of calling fouls and travels and violations, and now you put us on shot clock.
Yeah.
Oklahoma was the last state to go away from 6-on-6 basketball, and I believe we'll be one of the last states to adopt a shot clock.
At the high school level, it'll be a 30-second or 45-second shot clock.
I believe it'll be a 24-second shot clock.
24? That's wow. Okay.
Same as college, whatever that is. I think that's a 30-second.
I think it's 30 seconds. Yeah.
Hezekiah Green for 3.
16-12.
A back and forth affair here as rebounds are falling for both teams. Here in the early going. Zaire Fisher on the wing pulls up,
deflected,
knocked away, picked up by the Timberwolves. They're off and running.
Charge.
Offensive foul has set Fisher. Yep. Looks like Fisher was able to get into position there.
I mean, he is cat quick.
Oh, man.
He is actually the best jar of charges.
he's as fast as I want to be.
I mean, man, and he can get there and he can square up, feet planted, and just lock it in and take it right on the chin. He's a tough guy. He's small, but he's tough.
He's a small piece of leather, but well put together there.
There you go.
So after the offensive foul, Falcons bringing in ball into the front court. Chance Davis looks for a three-point, takes it off, puts the ball on the floor.
Robert Wilson's in the game for the Falcons.
A lot of hands being deployed. Nickens,
he should have shot that.
Yep. Turned down that little 12-footer to go back
Robert
in.
Wilson. Rebound.
He got out for the rebound there. Gets fouled. Good things come to those who shoot the ball.
Good things happen to those who get into the paint.
Absolutely. And shoot the ball. Mm-hmm. Fouls on number 13, Hezekiah Green. His first personal 13 foul. Robert Wilson at the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Falcons. Short arms it.
Yeah, he didn't come to his toes on his free throw. I mean, it's very important that you use your legs, you come to your toes, you follow through with your hands, and that enables you. That's better. And he was short again.
Yeah. Didn't use his body there.
Didn't use his body well at all.
Foul on the play.
See, if you listen to me and Doolittle.
Oh yeah, I've never missed one.
We'll teach you. You know, those little things, those little techniques, that nuances,
subtle nuances of
that the difference officiating and coaching and playing
and shooting free throws.
Yeah. You can listen to us, and in the words of Jim Chaber, you will learn.
And those who can't do, teach.
That's right, because I can't do none of it right now. I mean, I'm walking around here with a peg leg,
and I'm hindered by this extra suitcase that I'm carrying here.
Yeah,
that no one can see.
Me too. Oh, good step by
defense. Chance Davis here runs out
all the way.
That's got to be a foul call right there, I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't called.
As he gets driven into the ground there. No call. Falcons will retain possession.
Carlos Strong checks back into the game.
Falcons look to go big here.
Yep.
Bringing Carlos Strong in as to the post play to get a post presence here.
Right. Double team Nick and somebody's open. Somebody's open.
Strong goes
good feed Fisher. Into
Wilson.
Yeah, got into Wilson.
Cut.
Good pass by Jaden Nickens. 16-14, 4:27 left before the half. Ball rotation good. Man, they can shoot that ball, man.
I think I told you that, Coach.
I mean, golly, but when you see it, you're sitting there like, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. 19-14, Norman North leads.
Ben Moser shoots the 3 ball.
Yes, he does.
His second make from the 3 ball as made 5.
And Norman North doesn't have a true post.
No.
I mean, they're out there playing with 5 guards. That's why they rotate the ball pass so well. And they all can shoot.
Yeah, they deploy a bunch of folks and just wear you down, and they keep on coming. Well-coached group.
Good defensive play by Norman North as Jaden Nickens tried to come into the center of the lane with his left hand on the jump stop. Tie ball, possession.
Carter Carbonell on the tie held ball for the Timberwolves.
Yep, possession Falcons. Wilson on the inbound.
Fadeaway
with the shooter's touch. Nicely done by Wilson. 16-19. Norman North leads.
Looking for a defensive stop here as the Falcons now deploying a man-to-man defense. The switch, Carlos Strong on the smaller guard.
Yeah, that's a mismatch.
Gets it back to him as they were not able to reset the defense. Gets past him, goes to the rim, can't finish. Ball taken away by the Timberwolves. Held ball. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining before halftime.
Yeah, William Mays had that rebound, and Wilson came in, and they both were competing for it and knocked it away from each other.
Yeah, someone should have been screaming, same team, same team.
Yep.
A rainbow arc three, number 10, Owen Eshelman.
21-16, Norman North.
Falcons get into the half-court set. T-Wolves are deploying a pressing a zone defense, a 2-3 look.
Yeah, they just switched to a 2-3 look. See how they play it.
Falcons should be able to find a gap.
Yeah, he should be able to get it to the high post.
Boom.
If they go back to having two low posts and get the ball into the high post, it instantly sets up a 3-2. A 3-2 secondary fast break. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, too handsy there as if foul is called on Maddox Hamilton, his first foul in the first half. The fourth team foul, as fouls are not a lot of fouls being called as the officiating.
No, I'm actually really pleased with how it's being called right now. Oh, right in the low post, he missed it.
Inbound pass triggered to Chance Davis out half the division line, looking for the screen.
Right there.
Decent chase, had his hands all over him there.
Called a blocking foul.
Foul called on number 12, Maddox Hamilton.
That's on the floor. So
his second foul as the ball was loose there.
Ball out of bounds under the basket for the Falcons.
Coach McCoy not understanding that call as official Scott Petit looks there on the inside-outside look for Nickens.
Robert Wilson called on the foul.
Wilson just a little bit handsy there.
Yeah.
Which is a similar look to the foul previous against number 12. That's the 15th foul against the Falcons. 5 team fouls against the Timberwolves as well. 16-21 in favor of the Timberwolves as they bring the ball across the division line, looking to set up again. Half-court sets. There's a lot of motion in the motion offense. That's an illegal screen picked up there. A great call by David Harmon. Number 13 is guilty of that foul for the Timberwolves. Hezekiah Green, his second personal foul, 6th team foul. So the next infraction, the Falcons should be shooting free throws. Full court pressure.
Yeah, he's getting counted. He needs to get across the court.
Full court pressure.
Too slow.
Yep.
There it is.
Nice diagonal cross-court pass.
Yep, you got Carlos Strong under the basket.
Yep, don't hold it too long.
Yep.
1 minute, 51 seconds remaining. Ball tipped away by the Timberwolves out of bounds. It'll be Falcon ball under their own goal here.
Right now,
substitution into the game for the Timberwolves.
Right now, the Falcons, they're picking up on, or they're just missing opportunities by just a second right now. There's Robert right there.
Long out inbound pass to Mickens, who looks to wheel and deal. The hip up and under the hezzy. Didn't shake the defense.
No.
And so I think he's found someone just as quick as him. Horns play being deployed here.
Good look by Robert. Not bad, not bad.
Wilson's shot no good.
Yeah, just didn't get the rebound. Stop ball.
Another three-point look for the Timberwolves. No good. Battle.
Got the long rebound. Second opportunity. Man, they are getting those loose balls.
Yeah, the 50-50 balls are going their way.
Man.
A lot of contact there. That's the third personal foul against William Mays. the 6th team foul. Timeout on the floor called by Coach Kellen McCoy of the Norman North Timberwolves. So, Gary, we've been talking a long time. I think it's a good time we take a break here.
Okay.
We'll take this time out with them. You're listening to Millwood Athletics, sponsored by Super Prep here on the Millwood YouTube page. Dwayne Doolittle, Gary Woods on the call. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with you on the other side.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And we're back here at the John Nobles Invitational Tournament, the semifinal round with the Norman North Timberwolves and the Millwood Falcons. Timberwolves lead 21-16 with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining before halftime here on a Friday night. Might have walked right there. Inside, outside. He walked again. At least that's what I had. Foul on the play. Called by Scott Petit. 2 hands. And is the indication, a 2-shot foul upcoming for the Timberwolves. Number 21, Carter Carbonell, goes to the line for 2 free throws. That foul against number 21, Wilson, his second personal foul. First shot is up and good by the Timberwolves, who now lead 22-16 in the closing minute of the first half.
Okay, what they call lane violation. Turnover, Falcons ball.
Coach Jeffrey's having a conversation with Scott Petit. Something he's seeing. They're not seeing the same game, it doesn't look like. I think they agreed to disagree. Lane violation against the Timberwolves turns the ball back over to the Falcons, who are looking to get a bucket here. With under a minute, Norman North deploys a full court pressure.
Got numbers. You got numbers.
Good. Chance Davis.
Foul
call. So maybe the conversation that Coach Jeffries had pays off, as Chance Davis will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. That foul called on number 4, Ryan Phillips, his first personal foul, 7th team foul. And the Norman North Timberwolves are over the limit. Chance Davis at the line for the bonus.
He's a good free throw shooter.
Davis' shot is through and true.
Yeah, he shoots. His average is really high for the season.
He goes to the line with great confidence, as we can see here.
No, he's over 70% from the
as they're shooting right here from our vantage point. All the mechanics look good as he prepares to take the second shot. Second shot's up and good. Davis knocks down the bonus. 22-18. 40 seconds remaining.
So right away we're seeing it that North is playing for one shot. 22-18.
And it's where they've been deliberate in their offense for the entire game.
Right. You think they're going to get in the paint, or you think they're going to take a 3-ball?
I think they'll dribble and pass and kick here. Whole pick and pop kind of offense here. They've deployed.
Yeah, but in the arc or out of the arc?
That's going to be an arc shot.
Up there it is. There he was back there. Yep, he was looking for it.
Yep. But what do we know? He drove it to the goal. Nickens steals that opportunity. A long three-point
shot.
And
he drains it at the buzzer.
And he finds the bottom of the net as the horn sounds. That three-pointer pulls them within 1 point. An extra three-point shot, if you would. He would have gotten 4. We'd have been in the BTB.
Yep.
A nice shot knocked down there by Nickens.
Hey, let me tell you something. If the ball is in his hands, there's no telling what he's going to do and what it's going to look like. But I promise you, when he has the ball in his hands, they always have a chance.
Something is going to happen.
Something is going to happen.
Absolutely.
He is an exciting player.
He is a playmaker.
Yes, he is.
And certainly the Falcons are leaning on him as he has delivered. We'll have those tallies and scores for you. We'll recap the first half We'll go to break here at the halftime in the semifinal action here at the John Nobles tournament. The Millwood Falcons have closed the lead now to only trail by 1 at halftime, which is an enormous, huge break for them.
Yes, it is.
As the Norman North Timberwolves have played with the lead most of this half. Dwayne Doolittle, Gary Woods on the call for you here, streaming live from the John Nobles Invitational. We'll be back after a break. And we're back here inside the broadcast table at the John Knowles Invitational here at halftime. The Norman North Timberwolves lead the Millwood Falcons 22-21. Scoring leaders for both teams. Ben Mosier for the Norman North Timberwolves has 8 points at the break. Carter Carbonell has 7 points at the break to lead for the Norman North Timberwolves. Leading scores for the Falcons. Chance Davis has 7 here at the break. Jaden Mickens with 7 also, followed by Robert Wilson with 4 points. William Mays with 3 points, and he has 3 fouls also, and looking to get things going on track with him. And as he goes and facilitates things here. So true to form, what we talked about in pregame, Gary.
Yeah.
Norman North's deliberate set offense, and they're patient to a flaw, and will call a play and run it through over and over and over again, looking to get someone open.
Right.
I've seen it time and time again, and it is paying dividends. And it slowed the game down. Not a high scoring.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. Millwood's looking more to press the gas pedal, and Norman North is looking to deploy the brakes here. So,
but one of the things that Millwood has to do to counter that is, okay, Norman North, they're playing ball control. They're passing, rotating the ball, taking the open three if it's there. Millwood is not an outside three-point shooting team by design. However, what they can do to counter it is to get the ball into the paint, either into the low post or penetrate off the guards. Same sort of philosophy, rotate the ball, penetrate, and then make their possession count. They have to either get to the free throw line or make the bucket in close. Because, again, at the end of the day, it's possession for possession.
Falcons in control of the ball here coming out of the break. Mickens again.
Beautiful shot.
Nice stroke there for 2. The first 2 of the second half. And there's a lead change. This is the first time the Falcons have had the lead in the game, now leading 23-22. And we'll see how Norman North responds as the Falcons have clawed their way back in here. Looking to drive into the goal, contested by Wilson. Outrunning again is Nickens, looking to split the defenders. Passes the ball to the corner with Chance Davis. And Nickens gets the ball again, looking to go to work.
Nice.
Pulls up a three-pointer, and man,
He's
that
feeling
guy
it.
is feeling it right now. A 3-point basket.
Yeah, you know, when he got down there and squared up on that baseline, I thought to myself, kind of what Shaq said about Kobe. Get ready to rebound. He ain't passing the ball.
Hey,
he ain't passing it.
When you got it going, we want to
get it going. When you got it going, you want to keep it going.
Absolutely. Nickens is fueling the Falcons now. Foul on the play.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I'm seeing also, too, with the man-to-man defense for the Falcons is whenever they are doing those high screens, right, executing high screens against the Falcons oftentimes will trail the offensive player instead of fighting. They try to fight over the top of the screen, but they're behind when they really should be going behind the screen, giving a little bit, and then facing up to stay in better position.
Yeah, in chase.
Yeah.
Those flare screens are designed to keep them in chase, not knowing where they're going to go there.
Right.
The three-point play there, the traditional free throw play by Carter Carbonell. There's a foul called here, hand-checking foul indicated by Brian Music.
But I just don't like it when an offensive player could just blow by a defender like that. And that's just, to me, Coach, that's just angles. That's just angles in understanding where you're on the floor and at least put yourself in a position to where you can contest the shot.
Absolutely. That foul on number 10, Owen.
Chance Davis on the 3-ball.
Chance Davis.
Come right off the screen, roll across, caught the ball in rhythm.
Just like they drew it up back in the playroom.
Yes, sir.
Norman North looking to answer. Skies there over. Nice defensive play there.
Good defensive play by Nichols.
Strong.
Yeah.
And Nichols, as we're off and running here. Oh, there's contact on there.
Oh, they got a charge call. Wow.
Davis
called for the infraction.
His second personal foul, second of the half against Davis, as he probably should have given that ball up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like a 2-on-1. He should have dropped dime on it. Or He could have he was in close enough. Pull up.
Stop and pop. Yeah.
Stop and pop. That's a lost art. I mean, guys just don't do it anymore. You don't see it in the NBA. But, you can make a living.
Absolutely.
Shooting that intermediate jump shot.
You can feed your family on that.
Yes,
I guarantee.
Yes, you can.
That's a third foul on Davis. He goes to the bench, going by
good help defense by Wilson.
Good rotation on the ball as the Norman North tips it in to the Falcons.
Good hustle play by Robert Wilson.
Nickens looks to go to the rim and gets paid off as there's contact. That foul called on number 10, Owen Eshelman, his second team foul. Nickens will be at the line shooting a pair.
By the way, that man is racking up the offers, Doolittle, in both basketball and football. He's just a sophomore.
He's going to make some decisions. First free throw is good.
Yeah, I mean, you name it, he's getting the offers. Arkansas, getting ready to get an offer from Texas. OU.
Yeah, we want the OU offer.
Oklahoma State, and this is in football. In football.
Second free throw is good.
Auburn in basketball, Miami basketball. I mean, just super athlete. Got to make some decisions.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to be a two-sport athlete.
How about Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders? I'm surprised he hadn't had a stolen ball stolen by Carlos Strong. Looks ahead to Zaire Fisher. Fisher cross court to Wilson.
Oh, yes, and one.
The ball goes in as
good job.
Offense. Good defense turns into good offense here for the Falcons. Score the basket, baby. Robert Wilson at the line for one free throw. That foul on number 3.
Timeout call.
Nate Lancaster, his first personal, third team foul, as the Falcons have now found some rhythm.
Yeah.
Able to get out and run past the Timberwolves and have had some success with that going to the rim.
Yeah, no, they have. And a lot of these turnovers are coming off of ball pressure. Also, too, what's helping the situation, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, some of that three-point shooting, that efficiency has kind of slowed down a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, they've laid out to a couple of runouts for the Falcons here.
Right.
As good defense turns into good offense.
That's right.
For the Falcons. And the cheerleaders have now come to life for the Millwood Falcons now, doing their thing here on the baseline to keep the crowd pumped up as the Falcons now lead and we come back to play. Robert Wilson's at the line and he'll have one free throw to complete the and one after the timeout by Coach McCoy. Wilson surveys things, puts the ball in the air, and finds the bottom of the net. You know, Dizzy Dean said when you win, nothing hurts.
Right.
When you got the lead, all the balls go in.
34-25, Falcons lead.
A 9-point lead here for the Falcons after trailing by 1 at half. They've come out on fire. Speaking of on fire, number 10, Owen Eshelman, knocks down a 3.
I mean, nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's practiced that a time or two.
Yes, he has.
He's got an X on the floor, and this is not even his home gym. Nickens feeling it, drives in, cut off. Looks for Zaire Fisher, who wasn't expecting that pass. The long run out here for number 3, Lancaster, who knocks down the layup. 30-34. Falcons lead here. 4:19 remaining in the third quarter of play. On a faster-paced second half than the first half. Fisher goes all the way to the rim.
Oh, yes, he
pays
does.
Off on
with the left hand.
Hezzy.
Yeah.
2 points for him. 36-30 in favor of the Falcons. A double screen comes. Looking to reverse the ball.
Got to switch out of that. Yeah.
And there's somebody always open.
3 seconds.
3-second violation called by David Harmon. As Coach McCoy wanted to say something to David Harmon, but again, he's hearing impaired. He can't hear him.
No, but he sees it.
Oh,
it's right.
Yeah. He's only going to call what he sees. I guarantee
That's right.
A great official, I might add. I've had the opportunity to work with him on a number of occasions, and he is very in tune to what's going on here. And no one can rattle him because you're not going to hear. He's not going to hear anything you say. Fisher with the ball still in his hands. Nickens looking to exploit and pop.
Short. Uh-oh.
Timberwolves off and running. And the shot is missed as the Falcons look to get out and run here again also. Push the ball deep into Strong.
Good head fake by Carlos Strong.
Nice
yes.
up head fake here.
Man.
2 points for Carlos. His first 2 points of the night. A timely bucket as the Falcons now lead 38-30. A trip to the championship awaits the winner of this game tomorrow night.
Much better movement by Zaire. What they call?
A blocking foul on Carlos Strong.
Yeah.
His first foul, which is good.
Yeah. North had the double screen up top, and I saw Zaire just fight underneath both screens. Good job. Good effort.
Number 3, Nate Lancaster will be at the line shooting 2 shots for the Timberwolves. First shot is a little strong there.
Yeah, rims out.
It's a good sign when we're this deep in the third quarter and our post only has 1 foul.
No, yes. Especially, like I said, we know Robert's not afraid to foul.
Absolutely. So second shot's up and good for the Timberwolves.
38-31 Falcons lead. 2:49 left in the third.
And so now we see the Falcons being a little more deliberate in bringing the ball up as they're playing with the lead now. Things change.
Mishandled the ball, Zaire.
Yeah. Fisher took his eye off the ball.
Oh, he gets a good block.
A nice defensive play, though, to shut down that layup. And the secondary break comes for the Timberwolves, and they're still pushing the ball here. Lancaster knocks down the 2 as he triggered that whole sequence on that steal from Fisher.
One of the things that bothers me is when Zaire is dealing one-on-one with a defender, his crossover is really high. You know, we were always taught that when you crossover, you want the crossover low.
Exactly.
You want to crossover low, and his crossover is coming from waist down, and it's really easy for the defender to play the ball off the floor, swipe it, and go the other way.
So after the turnover, ball goes to the Timberwolves.
Turnover.
Carlos Strong leads the break, looks out, pushes the ball to the wing. Good defense, but he stays with it and gets paid off there. Number 5, Christopher Clay, into the game for the Falcons, will go to the line as he was fouled there by number 35.
Christopher Clay.
Fouls on number 3, Nate Lancaster, his 3rd personal foul. 14 foul. Christopher Clay at the line shoots 2 for the Falcons. First shot's up and good.
13, Hezekiah Green.
6-point lead now for the Falcons. Lead 39-33 with 1:48 remaining in the third quarter. Second shot coming for Christopher Clay.
Misses the second one.
Misses the second. Battle
the possession stays with the Falcons.
As the ball was tipped last by the Timberwolves.
So the Falcons going to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. 39-33, 1:47 left in the third.
So we see if the Falcons can take advantage of this gift from the Timberwolves and maybe run a little clock here and be deliberate in the offense.
A
push foul here on number 10, Owen Eshelman, as he,
you know, he's playing a little tough. He's playing a little tough against Jay Nickens. You know, good offensive player like Nickens, you want to lean on him, wear on him, you know, as much as you can. But you don't want to get a foul that far away from the basket.
That was his assignment. There's been a switch on the defense now. Maddox Hamilton. Hezekiah Green now.
Strong loses the handle.
Hezekiah Green now playing defense on Nickens. Block Wilson on the block there. The Falcons are looking to run again. Fisher out running.
And one. Oh, he get caught for the charge.
Foul there.
Wow. Again, that's where that stop and pop, that jump stop is so vital. You could avoid a lot of those charging fouls like that.
Third foul against Zaire. Fourth team foul. Coach Jeffries yelling at David Harmon, giving him that glare, and David's just content to continue to officiate.
Got the match they want in the low post. Mishandled off the rebound. Second opportunity.
Second chance point there for the Timberwolves. Mosier, under a minute remaining. Falcons now lead by 4. A lot of hands here. Dyer Fisher still driving.
Strong. Foul on the floor. Falcons possession.
Foul call against the Timberwolves, the 16th foul. Foul against Hezekiah Green, his 3rd personal. Falcons ball under the baseline. Looking to get the ball triggered in. Ball's thrown into the backcourt for Nickens, deliberately coming slowly across the timeline here. Looking to get something going here as he goes corner.
One shot.
Owen Eshelman in defense. As the jab step now, we're looking to get the motion on the offense as the double team comes. Nickens still with the ball in his hand. An offensive foul call as the officiating crew has been consistent with that call. 8.8 seconds remaining. His foul on Nickens, his first personal foul. 5th team foul.
Shot from right there.
Green's
got
tipped away.
Good job by Wilson.
Good defense by Mr. Wilson there. As that's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. As the Falcons have fought back from a 1-point deficit at halftime to take a 4-point lead at the end of the 3rd quarter on just execution, the things we talked about they needed to do coming out of the halftime break. Of course, true to form, those 3-point shots that were falling for the Timberwolves, you know, when you get late into the day, and this is game 2 and successive nights, those long shots don't tend to fall as rapid or as easily as they do when you just jump out of bed.
Yes.
And so promises to be an energetic 4th quarter upcoming. We'll take a quick break here. Well, you're listening to Millwood Athletics sponsored by Super Prep here on the Millwood YouTube channel, Millwood Falcon Sports. We'll be back after a quick break.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
We're back here for the final quarter of this semifinal action game here at the John Nobles Invitational. The winner of this game going to the ship tomorrow night at 8:30. The loser will play at 5:30, and the Falcons have a 4-point lead now, outscoring the Timberwolves in the 3rd quarter, 18-13, to change things up after the 1-point deficit at the break. Falcons being a little more deliberate here in their offense, playing with the lead. No need to rush here. Get a good shot, look for a good shot. A little riding there out front, but the officials are content to let that go. As the foul count now is 6 fouls against the Timberwolves, 5 fouls against the Falcons here. And 1 minute of time off the clock nearly. Coach Jeffries calls a timeout here to talk things over with the troops, to make sure we have an understanding of what it is we're doing. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Jeffries as the Falcons have now become a little more deliberate in their offense.
Well, I mean, they were a little bit over-deliberate. That's why he called a timeout. I'm sure he wanted them to work the ball around, but the issue now is they're focusing on working the ball around versus looking for the opportunities to get into the paint and score.
Absolutely.
So, a little bit of over-analyzing.
Yeah. The same medicine will cure you, or will kill you.
Right.
And so we can't take too much out of the ball, because if you got those players that can run and you got your foot on the brake, that's not that's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
But certainly look to turn the corner when you can, to get downhill and dish kick or whatever we need to do here. Same thing that got us here will carry us through. Falcons inbound the ball with 7:13 remaining. And there's a turnover as Mays, who's been out of the game most of the third quarter, just now coming in to start the fourth quarter, saddled with 3 fouls. Is a little cold, a little rusty here, trying to get into the flow of the game. Mays with 3 fouls, Davis with 3 fouls, and Fisher with 3 fouls for the Falcons as we look to close out this fourth quarter. Strong out front, looking for the dish, pick and pop, number 0. Mosier takes the shot, a 17-footer, and it goes down.
Good look. Good shot by Mosier.
Mosier's a gamer.
39-37. Falcons lead by 2.
So again, the Falcons in the front court. Fisher turns the corner, and there's another player control foul.
Charge.
As Fisher got past his man, but there was someone waiting in the wings. His 4th foul, as Coach Jeffries pulls him to the bench, has some words for him, and then shakes his hand and says, "Hey man, we need you. We'll need you here down the stretch. Shake it off, get ready to go." Falcons with a 2-point lead, 6:28 remaining. Mosier into the paint, kicks the ball out to the wing again, and the Timberwolves will reset the offense. Pushes the ball out to the big man in the corner.
Good rebound by William Mays.
That's good defense, because we got the shot. They got the shot they wanted, but they didn't get the shooter they wanted. Davis steps to the side, shoots a 3, no good. Moore and Williams battle for a rebound unsuccessfully.
Foul on the floor.
Foul call on the floor on number 1. Mays, his 4th personal foul, who has his hands over his head in disbelief. That's the 7th team foul, a 1-and-1 coming for the Timberwolves. Nate Lancaster at the line for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he drains that first shot.
Actually, that's Noah Jones. Knocks down the first shot. Second shot is good as well. It ties the score here at 39. Both teams will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game, as the Falcons are now over the limit, and the next foul will put the Timberwolves over the limit. Post presence there by Carlos Strong.
Nice drop down
court pass.
Robert Wilson.
Wilson moving without the ball.
Good job.
And that's exactly what the Falcons needed right at that point, to take a 2-point lead now.
They need to continue doing that, getting the ball into the low post. I thought that was something that they should have been really hammering before halftime.
Mays out here on the island as he's got 4 fouls.
Rebounds Carlos Strong.
Strong exerting his will there on the defensive boards. Nickens looks to drive, passes the ball off, afraid of getting that charge, as that's been a prevalent call here tonight. He's got it in the back of his mind that if I go in there, there's a good chance I might get an offensive foul. Ball tipped out by the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Number 3, Nate Lancaster checks back into the game for the Timberwolves as the Falcons look to inbounds the ball. Chance Davis out on the wing by himself.
This is not a time where we need a bunch of 3 balls. We need to really take advantage of our possessions. You got the lead. You want to get that ball in close, or you want to get to the free throw line.
Davis gets the ball back, gets it in the hand of the point guard, Mays.
Because you're in the bonus, so you get fouled, you're shooting.
Green
mishandle.
Turnover. See that happen as Green was manhandling Nickens in the post from the wing there.
Good alter shot by Robert Wilson. Falcons didn't get the rebound.
50 balls have been going the way of the.
No, that ball went over the backboard. Nope, that should be out of bounds. The ball went over the backboard.
Yeah, the ball did bound over the backboard.
Yes, it did. No, bad call. Bad call. I'm calling that right now. That ball went over the backboard.
The officiating crew getting together here as a consultation.
And that ball went over the backboard.
Yep.
There you go.
And the right call is made as David Harmon. The ball was shot on the other side of the goal, so the officiating on this side has the flight of the ball. And that's a good sharing of information there.
Yeah, it's better to get it right.
Absolutely. Ooh, he might have walked there.
Yeah, a little bit loose in his steps.
Oh. I'm glad they're not calling little travels. A good piece of officiating work there done by the officiating crew there as they got together. The Falcons now turn the ball back over as Nickens' pass was too strong for Strong, and he lost the ball out of bounds.
Too strong for
Strong. That pass came in hot off the hands of Strong. Let's try it that way.
Yeah.
4:15 remaining. The Falcons cling to a 2-point lead here as the Timberwolves on the offensive end. Wilson went over that screen there. There's a crash.
Rebound by Strong.
Nickens out running, hands on him. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Travel call on Nickens. Thought he might have drawn some contact after he caught the pass.
Yeah, that was definitely contact there. And which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The contact calls the travel.
Yeah, we've got our Falcon glasses on, and of course we want to see it that way. I'm going to give Scott the benefit of the doubt there, and he saw it differently. So our whistles didn't count at that time, Gary, but certainly I agree with you. I agree with you there. Timberwolves in the offense here. Falcons now deploying a man-to-man defense and stretching the offense out of the nice defense. Nice defense. Chance Davis as
moving his feet, kept his hands up.
Jones tried to turn the corner and ran out of real estate and stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Ball goes over to the Falcons, who still cling to a 1-point lead. Mays with the ball, giving instructions to the rest of the team. It looks like we're going to go into a 1-4 flat here, and we're calling for screeners coming up. Mays with the floater doesn't go. Rebound to the Timberwolves, who are looking to push the ball into the front court. Timeout called by Coach Kellen McCoy. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Looks to draw up a play here for the Timberwolves to take advantage and maybe possibly tie or take the lead here.
41-39.
41-39 here. A close contest. It's
Falcons holding on to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, a 60-second timeout. Gary, we'll take it with them here as we'll catch our breath and get ready to go here for the final minutes of the game. You're listening to Millwood Basketball exclusively on Millwood Falcon Sports Network, sponsored by Super Prep. We'll be back after this break. So we're back with you out of the timeout taken by the Timberwolves with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this contest, in regulation, I should say, because overtime is definitely on the table here as the Timberwolves draw up a set here to go to the corner. And secondary breaks here looking for a corner shot. That's an illegal dribble called by the officiating crew. And the ball goes back over to the Timberwolves, to the Falcons on the violation by the Timberwolves. So here we are again for about the 34th time with the 2-point lead going into the front court, looking to expand or build on that lead. And we get into a motion offense, a motion set here. Oh, Mickens just just pushed his guy out of the way. Good thing the officials were looking somewhere else.
Good
Strong
move to
goes to the
Strong
goal.
and one.
And a nice body move.
Yes, sir.
To put the 2 points on the board by Carlos Strong.
Give the ball to the big guy.
Oh, man, it pays dividends.
Yes, it does.
2:45 for the and one, who moved without the ball, went to reverse, and was able to get the ball up off the backboard for the kiss for the conversion. Looking now for the 3-point play, the old-style way, to expand this lead.
You know, and I'm expecting for Carlos to really relax and play now this second half of the season, because, you know, he's pretty much he's signed, sealed, and delivered. He's going to Emporia State University to play defensive end for them, so he can get that football recruiting out of his mind. He can just relax and play basketball.
Absolutely, just be an athlete.
Just be a good athlete.
Enjoy this last
high school
days.
experience.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's, you know, that's all that pressure on you. You want to make sure. As I went through this with both of my sons, trying to get that offer, get that one.
Yep.
A long 3-point shot by number 21. Battled
Good
there by
rebound.
Strong, who stayed with it and tipped it to Ray Williams.
Ooh. Jump ball.
Nice defense there by the Timberwolves. Number 1, Noah Jones, who poked the ball away.
I know. Well, that usually does not happen to Willie Mays. He's really good in protecting the basketball, so that kind of shocked me a little bit.
A little tentative because he's got 4 fouls. Didn't want to do too much to push off or anything like that. Alternating possession goes to the Timberwolves, who are trailing now by 5 points here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. The winner of this game goes into the ship tomorrow night, 8:30, right here at the Moore High School Gymnasium. The loser plays in the consolation finals at 5:30. Curl offense here from the guard from the top. Comes around, goes to the rim for the layup. Mays,
Wow, man,
the second turnover.
I would have been thinking that should have been a foul.
A foul called on number 35, Carlos Strong. His second personal after the 2 turnovers by Mays, who's overthinking this thing at this point. Number 3, Nate Lancaster, will go to the line for 2 shots after the foul by Strong.
Nate Lancaster.
So the foul by Strong prevented the shot from going in, so he'll have to earn it the old-fashioned way, one at a time here. First shot up is good by Nate Lancaster.
I mean, Nate shot the ball very well from the free throw line. 44-42, 1 shot remaining.
Not many misses on their side of the page.
Nope.
Second shot is good as well. 43-44 in favor of the Falcons. Full court press as Mays tries to split that pressure. Again, just overthinking this thing here. Fake a pass over the top. Look for the man across court and go from there. So timeout taken by the Falcons here as we're coming down to crunch time here. As the score now, the Falcons lead 44-43 here in the final minutes. So Gary, what are you expecting? What do we need to see?
I tell you, they need an answer right now for the ball pressure that Norman North is throwing out there. And right now, William Mays appears to be bothered. I mean, ever since he hit the floor, he kind of got up grabbing his ear. And so I don't know if he's a little bit disoriented or not, but, you know, then he proceeded to have 2 turnovers in a row. So I'm a little concerned about that. If I'm getting the ball to him, I'm definitely not going to throw it to him in a trap. Try to keep the ball in the middle of the floor. And here's the other part. Pass your way out of the press.
Exactly.
Don't try to beat it with the dribble. Pass your way out of the press.
Yep, that's how you beat a press. You got to go over the top of it.
You got to go over the top of it. And here it comes again.
So Mickens with the ball here.
There you go.
Look for the diagonal. Chance Davis.
Yep. Pass your way. Pass your way out of it.
Davis still with the ball as the
That was an opportunity to drive in and score.
Timberwolves are looking to foul there. Ooh, might have traveled there. Ball tipped away by the Timberwolves as the Falcons will look to retain possession. 3 timeouts remaining for the Falcons. Down the stretch here, 117 in regulation here.
I think the Falcons are going to try to work this clock.
So we got to be intentional and deliberate here. As we're going to go to the free throw line. We got to make free throws.
Yep.
Fisher,
get into the
ball handler. You got a timeout in your pocket. Chance with the ball.
No. Take your time.
He thought about it. The lights are bright.
He got the rebound back. Wow. Yep. Get
Fisher,
to the free throw
nice
line.
jump stop. He learned his lesson there.
Yep.
On the jump stop. So 47.7 seconds remaining. The Falcons with the basketball. Coach
a couple of times where it could have been a turnover.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here gasping for oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, the cardiac Falcons out here on the court
Man.
now. Coach Jeffries has called a timeout to settle down the troops. So 47.7 seconds. If I'm the Timberwolves, I'm going to foul because I can't do anything without the basketball.
Right.
Deny. The inbound pass, and then look to get a foul because we're only in the 1-and-1.
That's right.
And you got to earn it out of here, trailing by 1. 2 free throws doesn't hurt you, but certainly with the way they've been shooting the 3 ball earlier today.
And also, too, they're shooting free throws better than the Falcons right now.
Absolutely. So that's the gamesmanship as we come down here to the final seconds, the final minute, under a minute actually, here in this game where the winner goes on to the championship game tomorrow night at 8:30 and the loser plays at 5:30. We've already put it in the atmosphere that the Falcons will be playing at 8:30. We'll confirm that with you here after this 47.7, exactly where to be.
Yeah, don't make liars out of us now.
We do know that the Lady Falcons will be playing in the morning at 10 o'clock here, here at the John Nobles tournament, playing from the 7th place game as Coach David Albert brings her girls in, looking to not go over in this tournament weekend.
Oh, he gets called for steps. Yeah.
Turnover.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. It happened.
44.0 seconds here remaining in regulation.
One shot coming from Norman North.
I think they're going to look to go early.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to go early just in case there's a rebound opportunity. If I'm the coach, we're going early. We're not going to settle for one shot. We're going to get 2 on the board as quickly as we can, and if not, we'll foul and have another opportunity for another possession. So this is that 2-for-1 strategy if you think about it in the NBA. We'll see. No shot clock, although we've talked about that, and that is a heated debate here in the state of Oklahoma as to whether or not to deploy the shot clock. It is in place in Texas and other National Federation states, but certainly we don't have the votes yet here.
Well, my response is yes and yes.
What's the question, though?
Do we get a shot clock?
Oh, man, I'm as an official.
And I'm saying yes. And as a fan, I'm saying yes.
I'm as a fan and as an official and as a commentator, I'm saying no, we don't need it right now. I'm going to hold out until the bitter end.
Well, I mean, do you call any college games?
I used to.
Okay, all right.
And you know, is it a long reset? Is it a short reset?
Yeah.
You know, and we've got some older folks out here officiating basketball. You know, we're not the collegiate type officials.
No, you're right about that.
And old habits are hard to break, and so now I've got not only watch a shooter up and down, I got to make sure the ball tipped the rim, and if they don't have it, you think about your table personnel. They're older folks as well. So now, do they see something that didn't really happen? I mean, there's just
I watch quite a few college games, and I'm talking about in person. I go to pretty much a lot of the Langston games. And they do have the shot clock, and it does help the game along. I mean, I really enjoy that aspect of the game. Good defense by Chance. Tipped away by Robert Wilson.
A chance for a turnover there, as the crowd nearly goes crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, they're still talking about it.
Yeah, David Harmon pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
And Scott Petit got him corrected there. You know, the officiating crew is a team as well.
Tornado.
Yep, there we go.
There we go.
So
hold on to the ball. Get fouled.
Be able to make free throws. There you go.
26.6 seconds left. 44-43 Falcons lead as Chance Bubba Davis goes to the free throw line, and he's 70% from the stripe.
So we're not going to do the announcer's jinx thing for him.
No.
Here, we're just going to let him go up there and play out. We'll tell you the story after the news breaks. Chance Davis at the line shooting 1-and-1. And that's kind of like we talked about. Go early. If you don't make it, you get the foul, and you're still only down one possession.
Yep. Get the foul or get the rebound.
First shot by Davis. is up and good. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Falcons lead now by 2, 26.6 seconds remaining. Second shot.
Shooter's roll.
Rolls in. He is perfect from the line tonight. Notice I said that after he made the free throw. Falcons up by 3 now as the Timberwolves were forced now to take a three-point shot as the clock is winding and ticking down. A contested 3 goes up.
Oh, long rebound.
Moser
Trap right there. What happened? Timeout?
Timeout.
8.8.
Yeah, 8.8 as the Falcons held them, got them to a contested three-point shot, weren't able to secure the rebound, and so Coach McCoy is going to draw up one of those plays to get a three-point look here as they're going to inbound the ball in the corner, table side, near his bench. So it all comes down to this. Been waiting to say that for so long.
Okay. With 8.8, what does it come down to?
It comes down to X's and O's.
Yep.
Execute on offense.
Yep.
Execute on defense, right?
No foul.
No fouls, or foul early, and you can't lose.
You know what?
A three-pointer won't tie you.
A three-pointer won't tie you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because at this point, if you
got to foul, but you got to get a rebound on the one-on-one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So a whole lot of variables that go here are in play.
And don't foul on a 3-ball shot.
Get him. If you get beat, grab him early.
Yeah.
Well, push him early. Don't grab him. Don't make the officials
Don't make that
decide.
essential. It'll be a 2-shot.
Yeah. Don't make the officials decide. Give them 2 shots in the basketball. So here we are. Fully anticipate that Coach Jeffries may call a timeout here to see what this offensive set looks like.
Yeah.
So they can
stay inside.
So he's not calling for the offense. It's going to be a flare. And there's a decoy man there looking. Nice defense deployed there by the Falcons, causing them to throw the ball into the backcourt. How do you sag off of that guy?
Rebound,
Shots
long
up,
rebound.
no good. Falcons rebound.
There it is.
And there it is. It's about the wood, baby. We're going to the ship.
That's right.
As the Falcons defeat the Norman North Timberwolves 46-43 here on semifinals Friday, and we'll head to championship Saturday tomorrow night at 8:30, just like we said.
We put it in there.
Yeah. So a valiant effort by Coach Jeffries and the Millwood Falcons as they defeat Class 6A, one of the premier teams in Class 6A, and Coach Kellen McCoy as they go down in defeat 46-43 as the Falcons prevail here, and will play tomorrow night. Opponent to be determined as the next semifinal game follows tonight at 8:30, and we'll see who the Falcons will face. A valiant effort again by the Falcons, and we'll come back and wrap up this broadcast and let you know who did what and what to expect tomorrow as we go forward. So here we are. We'll take a break. We'll be back with you here in a few moments for the wrap-up show. Gary Woods and I will tell you everything you need to know about what's coming up. We'll be back after this break.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And we're back inside of the field house where the Millwood Falcons have defeated the Norman North Timberwolves and head to championship Saturday tomorrow night at 8:30 right here at the John Nobles Invitational Tournament. Wrapping up the scores tonight, Chance Davis finishes the game tonight with 12 points, but more importantly, those 2 clutch free throws down the stretch.
That's right.
To help seal the deal for the Falcons as they were able to pull this thing out by 3. Leading scorer Jaden Nickens had 14 points for the Falcons, and the defense prevailed in the fourth quarter as the Timberwolves only managed to score 6 points, their lowest point production of all the 4 quarters, while the Falcons were able to eke out 7 points of their own, none bigger than the 2 free throws, as forestated by Davis down the stretch. So, partner, we'll do it again tomorrow night at 8:30. We look forward to having you here. We'll be dressed in Falcon blue tomorrow night as we're going to the ship, because it's all about the wood.
Yeah, but first we'll be here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Absolutely. We'll be here. We're going to start the dark day off, the first game of the morning and the last game of the evening.
Well, at least we can go home and recharge and get back here. But
that's a lot of time to spend in the hospitality suite, too.
Well, for me, I'm actually going to be going and supporting the Lions as they play at Southwest Christian tomorrow. Girls start at 2 o'clock, boys follow after that. And so the Lions are defending their ranking right now. The men's team right now being ranked number 3 in the nation in NAIA. So they're playing against Southwest Christian, and so I'll be rooting them on, and then I'll be coming back over here for the championship game.
We've got you here,
there,
and here,
and coming back.
Well, that worked out.
And I'll have my grandbaby with me. So.
Okay. Well,
so it'll be a busy day tomorrow.
It's going to be a full day tomorrow.
Yeah, full day tomorrow.
At some point, I'll put on some referee stripes and run up and down the floor and have somebody yell at me too. So I'll be here all day long. It'll be a long day of sports, but we look forward to it as we look to crown the champion for the east side tomorrow. Right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here inside of the Moore Arena here at the John Nobles Tournament on the semifinal Saturday, as the Millwood Falcons prevail by 3 points over the Norman North Timberwolves. We'll see you in the morning at 10 a.m. bright and early as the Lady Falcons will be in action. Coach David Alpert and the Falcons in the morning, and then Coach Mike Jeffries tomorrow night at 8:30. Thanks for joining us. We will wish you a good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow on the radio. Good night from here.
Good night, Oklahoma.